Watch and burn!
Hey, so today I am going to be talking about BlackAcidDevil, Danzig 5, which, as far as his fan base is concerned, it's pretty much the worst record he ever made, and a lot of people feel it's one of the worst records ever made, and I love this record, and I'm not saying that to try and go like against the grain or like, oh, look at me, I'm so much more into Danzig. It's nothing like that. I genuinely love this record. I had the cassette back when I was a kid, and my cassettes are gone. I kept all the inserts and turned them into a poster, so I still have the insert on that poster wherever it is now. But this is the re-release that he put out a few years back, and there's so many songs on here that I genuinely love, and I don't understand why people hate this record so much. I mean, I know a lot of people argued that his voice was buried behind or beneath layers and layers of electronics, and I get that, but it still sounds like Danzig. It is just a little muffled, I suppose. And technically, if you want to blame anybody for that, you can blame Rick Rubin, because Danzig had wanted to experiment with electronics on his records, I think, since Danzig 2 or Danzig 3, but Rubin kept shooting him down. And so once his contract with Rubin's label American was up, and this actually, when he signed to Hollywood Records for this one, which was Disney's label, and that's a story in and of itself. He kind of OD'd on the whole use of electronics thing, and again, as far as I'm concerned, because Rubin kept shooting down Danzig using electronics prior to this record, and he went a little overboard, I guess. But that being said, there are a bunch of great songs on here. I mean, Seventh House, I love Seventh House. Sacrifice, which was the single, which in a lot of ways is Danzig's most, I don't know, more like commercial sounding singles, because everything prior to this was very moody, very bluesy, and it wasn't for everyone. Whereas I could see Sacrifice being used in any number of mediums, whether it's radio, television, or movies, and how it would fit incredibly well. So, we have Sacrifice on here. Come to Silver, which I do prefer the acoustic version that ended up on the Lost Tracks. Apparently he wrote Come to Silver for Johnny Cash, but once his relationship with Rubin had soured, he took that song with him, and that's why it's on here. But again, I do prefer the acoustic version that ended up on the Lost Tracks. The Hand of Doom, I really like the version of Hand of Doom that he's done here. Again, it's very industrial, because this is the beginning of Danzig's industrial phase, which would continue on through Satan's Child, a record that I don't mind, but I don't love either. I prefer this one because it feels like he's going too far, and I like that more. So yeah, I just spent a few minutes talking about BlackAcidDevil by Danzig, and nobody liked this record except for me. And you know, actually, I don't think I've ever met anybody personally, too, throughout the course of my life who liked this record. I am kind of alone. I'm on, like, the island of black acid all by myself with this one. It sucks, but I love this record, so I guess I have to exist there by myself, because I don't really have a choice, because I'm not willing to say anything negative about this album just to fit in, because I genuinely like this record. So, yeah. I'm going to end it there. So thank you so much for sticking with me while I talked about Danzig's least well-received album next to his newest Elvis covers that nobody liked, myself included. But then again, I'm not really into Elvis, so it's tough for me to judge that. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and yeah, have a good night. I just wanted to say thank you for making it through the entire video. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to remind everyone one more time, even though I've probably already done this in the video that you just watched, to please click the like button as well as the subscribe button, because it helps this channel grow. And thank you for hitting like and subscribe, and we will see you guys really soon.